Hi, welcome back. It's time for the State of the Union part of today's campaign update and other messages. So, welcome. My name is Susan Maud Buchser-Lochocki, and I am still a presidential candidate for the 2024 presidential election. I have not conceded because I have the lawsuit pending with the Supreme Court. So, like any decent person would do back in 22 when I was running for Congress, as soon as I realized there was fraud in the system, I started alerting people as much as possible. And I suggested that we stop the election and that we hold a new election. And the governor of West Virginia, the Secretary of State of West Virginia, and the Attorney General of West Virginia really ignored me. I did hear back from the Attorney General. His team contacted me eventually, and I did eventually hear from the governor. I really never heard from the Secretary of State whatsoever. And once I sent emails and I said we need to stop and have a new election that's not fraudulent, I got initially no response. So then I started online with Facebook and other pages where we were together in different areas, and I kept mentioning that no, we can't go forward. And nobody was getting back to me, but then finally I did hear, and then finally there was no action being done. And after about a month of not seeing any action done, I myself had to learn how to write my first lawsuit. So I did a pro se lawsuit back when I was running for Congress for West Virginia in 2022. And I did a pretty good job, but I put too much in it. So if anybody's out there writing their own lawsuit right now for anything, don't put so much in. Pick and choose. Luckily, it got rejected, but without prejudice, so I can resue. But right now, I decided to go a more direct route directly to the Supreme Court because I had a feeling that West Virginia, the different judges there did not feel comfortable making this sort of decision. So I went to the Supreme Court, and that's where my lawsuit is now. Again, it's my first real sort of petition lawsuit to the Supreme Court, and it's still pending. So what I can say is that it's not so hard to write a lawsuit, and it's not so hard to get the attention. I mean, it is hard, but it's not so hard. But it does get attention. And when I was running and campaigning for Congress that year in 22, as I discovered the fraud and as I discovered that the people who we trusted to take care of our state and our citizens were not doing their job, I actually kind of pulled myself out of the election and just started working only on stopping the election. And I did my best, but it was unsuccessful. And then we even went through a second election in 24 again, and this one was, federal all the way to president. And they let it happen again using the same broken system. And, I think somebody who is supposed to be representing us in government should stop when they get to a place and they realize that the integrity of the whole country is under question. You have to stop and put your foot down. You cannot go forward. And it's just shocking that everybody kept going forward and we're accepting the results of this election. So, as you know, I don't think Donald Trump's doing the worst job. I think he's doing okay. But I think that he is really illegally in office. And everyone, actually, in our country has been manipulated there. And we need a real, clean election. It's enough. But everyone in office is not putting their foot down. Just remember that. That also goes for judges, who are supposed to be the epitome of integrity and ethics, right? They're not stopping it. So, folks, we got huge problems. We got ethical and integrity problems in our country, from the very local level all the way to the top. Everyone knows the election system is rigged, and they're not doing anything about it. This is not what I was taught growing up. I don't know about you. I was taught that people are honest and use integrity and have ethics. Did I miss something? Did I is there some kind of issue? I don't know. I think I understand what all those words mean, but I guess there's like everybody else's, the average person's understanding of those words, and then there's the politician understanding of those words. Because how can they go back and work and pretend to be working for the people when the exact office they're holding they stole? They're thieves. This is unacceptable. That's my neighbor. So, anyways, we need to have election reform. And it's unacceptable that these people just keep doing and doing and doing and ignoring our pleas for help, our pleas for different things, and just spending our tax money on wars and wasteful products that we don't need right now. So, anyways, we can't go forward. We're at a constitutional crisis, and that's today's Constitution Day, so I have another video coming up. I'm going to go live on YouTube soon and see if I can talk to some of you there. Let's see if I can get it done. And State of the Union is poor. Really poor. We have no ethics. No integrity. It's so sad. This is not what every one of our men and women who died for our country. That's not why they died. So that we could live with corruption and accept it. So it's time to change that. Okay, I'm going to stop here. This is the end of part 2. Part 3, State of the World, is coming up next. I am Susan Maud Buchser-Lochocki. Susan for USA.com. Bye for now.